Okay, so we start. Eh, Not in a perfect conditions. I started late this time because of some difficulties, but we keep going. We keep grinding. 35 days in a row. Today is going to be a short one. Difficulties is not it's not in my control, but what can we do? We keep going. Even a little bit is okay. I think it's no problem. Um, I don't know. I wish I could do more. Like, but it's okay. Today is not going to be
Hello,
a
welcome.
long one, so I'm going to watch this video. But before that, I'm going to do Anki. Finish the Anki and then do watch a couple of videos. What can we do? It's not what I wanted. It's not how I wanted it to be. But no problem. It's okay. If at least 30 minutes, I think is okay. Yeah, so we start.
海とか好き？
Umi toka suki. So umi means sea. Toka means suki means like. Toka means something. I don't remember.
犬の肉だ。
Inu no niku da. Dog's meat.
強い人とかいる？
Tsuyoi hito toka iru? I don't know.
俺の妹だ。
Ore no imoto da. My little sister.
妹さんとカラオケに行くとか。
Younger sister. Imoto-san to karaoke ni iku toka. I go to karaoke with my younger sister.
俺の相手は誰？
Ore no aite wa dare? Who is my opponent? As for my opponent, who is it?
好きなものとかある？
Sukina mono toka aru? What are the things you like?
人間の食べるものじゃないの？
Ningen no taberu mono janai na. So, ningen is human being. No means humans. Taberu mono
人間の食べるものじゃないの？
no taberu mono janai na. So, eat, mono means thing, janai is negative. So, ningen no taberu mono janai na. So, no, tabe mono means food, but what is tabe mono means food, but taberu mono, what does it mean? I have no idea.
好きな食べ物は？
Tabemono. Tabemono is food, but not taberu mono. So, sukina tabemono wa, what are the foods you like? Sukina tabemono wa,
私の夢は
watashi no yume wa. As for my dream, yume means dream.
俺の夢だ。
Ore no yume da. This actually gave me goosebumps even before I did it like earlier today, but even now. Mm, so
俺の夢だ。
ore no yume da.
俺の夢だ。
Ore no yume da. My dream. This is actually the only anime I've watched from all this Anki deck. It actually gave me goosebumps even now
俺の夢だ。
with the music, and I understand it. What a huge progress we're making. I can understand this.
俺の夢だ。
My dream. The music is so emotional. It's from One Piece. This is Sanji when he was young. I watched it in English actually,
俺の夢だ。
but now I'm understanding the Japanese version.
俺の夢だ。
俺の夢だ。I watched it dub, English dub.
俺の夢だ
俺の夢だ。
俺の夢だ
I remember the music and it's very... It gives me goosebumps.
大切な妹だ。
大切な妹だ。My beloved younger sister.
幸せの味
幸せの味。So 幸せ means happy. の味 I don't know.
僕のもの。
僕のもの means my thing.
俺の仲間がいる。
俺の仲間がいる。So my 仲間 my comrade, my friend がいる。So my friend is here. My friend, as long as my friend there, I am not afraid.
俺の仲間がいる。
俺の仲間がいる。Okay.
ここの家の人いる
ここの家の人いる？ So ここの here house person. So is here that person's house? I don't know. Maybe something.
彼女の両親だった。
彼女の両親だった。So 両親 means parents. 彼女 girlfriend or she. Her parents.
僕の人生の意味は
僕の人生の意味は。So 意味 means meaning. 人生 So 人生 is meaning. 僕 me. My 人生 is meaning. I don't know what 人生 means.
僕の人生の意味は
僕の人生の意味は。
ごめん私のせいだ
ごめん、私のせいだ。So ごめん means sorry. 私の my say. What does say mean?
意味のない人生
意味のない人生。What is 人生? I don't know what 人生。意味の meaning ない人生。人生 has no meaning. Okay, easy. Okay, easy. ボールパン。ボールパン。
ボールペン。
ボールポイント。ボールペン。ボールペン。シャープペンシル。シャープペンシル。シャーペン。
シャープペンシル。
Mechanical pencil. Okay. Sharp pencil. I think I know this one, but I forgot. That's like a kin gold. Forgot.
鉛筆。
鉛筆 yes, 鉛筆 Okay. 鉛筆 Okay. 死後moo. No. It's not moo, it's... Yeah, it's moo. Yeah, moo. Yes, moo. So, shigomu, something shigomu.
消しゴム。
消しゴム。eraser. Okay. 消しゴム。ペンチ。ペンチ。
パンチ。
ホールパンチ。Okay. あれはペンコンです。あれはペンコンです。
あれはパソコンです
パソコンです。パソコンです。あれはパソコンです。That. ホッチキス。ホッチキス。
ホッチキス。
ホッチキス。ホッチキス。ホッチキス。線路テープ。線路テープ。線路テープ。
セロテープ。
セロテープ。Wait, no. 線路テ。セロテープ。
セロテープ、
Ah, serotape. Cellophane tape. What? What are these words? I don't even know them. What are these objects? Ha, hasami. Hasami. Hasami, what's hasami?
ハサミ、
Scissors, hasami, scissors, hasami. No idea.
箱、
Hako, box, hako. 毎日コンピューター、毎日コンピューターをI will call this one. こう買います。
毎日コンピューターを使います。
使います。not 買います。使います。use 使い。okay. 毎日コンピューターを使います。
毎日コンピューターを使います。
毎日コンピューターを使います。使い、use 使い。山田さんはにいます。
山田さんは会議室にいます。
会議室にいます。会議室にいます。
山田さんは会議室にいます。
山田さんは会議室にいます。会議室にいます。それは弟のペソコンです。ペソコンです。これは弟ペソコンです。So this is my older brother's ペソコンです。
これは兄のパソコンです。
not 弟、兄は。older brother、兄は。パソコンです。personal computer。laptop actually、パソコンです。これは兄のパソコンです。パソコンです。どんたとです。電話番I have no idea。
インターネットで電話番号を調べます。
インターネットでthat's ね。that's ね。カタカナ。ね。Yes, looks like a nest. ね。ね, it's ね. How did I forget it? I thought it was kanji, but that's why I was confused. インターネットで、インターネットで、電話、テレフォン、電話番号、しべます。電話番号しべます。So, check しべます means check. 電話番号、phone number 電話番号。インターネットで電話番号を調べます。調べます。調べます。チェック。調べます。これは、no idea. meeting room。
これは会議の資料です。
会議の城です。城です。materials。これは会議の城です。これは会議の城です。These are the materials for the meeting. これは会議の。So, this is meeting. 会議。Okay, we saw it earlier. I remember very well. 会議の城です。これは会議の城です。Okay. I think we need some music. Or no, but because I will need to listen. So, ハサミ means scissors. ハサミでを塗ります。I don't know.
ハサミで紙を切ります。
ハサミで紙を切ります。So I will cut the paper with a pair of scissors. So 切る to cut 切ります。 Hmm. It, it looks like it's a 7, nana, with the scissors looking kanji. So this kanji is for cutting, kirimasu. And kami is a paper. Kami is a paper. It's like God. God is kami. Yes, I remember. God, wait. Kami, in Japanese. Kami means God. Okay. God. In Japanese and in Chinese also. But also kami means a paper. Paper, kami. Okay. Kami, I remember kami. But show me the how is it exactly? So kami. Test. Okay, it's working. So kami paper is it looks like a paper. I don't know. It's a tree and some paper. I don't know. So kami, I hope I remember it. Hasami, scissors. Hasami de kami o kirimasu. Okay, kami. There are two kanjis for kami, God and paper. Kono wa sami o te kudasai. What is this? I saw it before, but I forgot.
このハサミを使ってください。
Ah, it's hasami. Ah, I thought it's sono wa. Thought it was a particle. Sono hasami. Sono hasami o. So these scissors. Sono hasami o 使ってください。使ってくあ、use. Yes, 使って use. 使う。So we saw it before that. Yeah, I saw it before. 使ってください。use. そのハサミを使ってください。Okay. I remember. This one means siblings. But I forgot the pronunciation.
弟
Or younger brother. 弟 means 弟. I have no idea. シゴムが something シゴムが none something ありますか ?10 something です。
消しゴムが何個ありますか
10個です。
10個です。10個です。How many erasers are there? So, 何個ありますか ?How many things? How many things are there? 何個ありますか ?How many things are there? 剣士 means eraser. 剣士ゴムmeans eraser. 10個です。
消しゴムが何個ありますか
消しゴムが
10個です。
10個です。消しゴムが何個ありますか何機ありますか何個ありますか ?10 個です。So, 何個 how many? 個 means many. Okay. Looks like a church in a house. It's actually furui. Furui. Old inside a house. And a person. Okay. Sharpen shiru. Sharpen shiru.
シャープペンシル、
Sharp pen. Yeah, whatever. Sharp pencil. Mechanical pencil. Doesn't make sense. What's a mechanical pencil? So I know this kanji. It's yeah, it's a gold kin with something.
鉛筆、
Pencil, empitsu. I knew it. Empitsu, pencil, empitsu. Ball pen, ballpoint,
ボールペン、
whatever. Zero, seroten, serotepu.
セロテープ、
Yeah, whatever. Punchy, punchy.
パンチ、
Punchy, this is eraser. Keshigomu, 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 eraser, keshigomu.
消しゴム、
Keshigomu, keshigomu, keshigomu. Hon, hochikisu, hochikisu, hochikisu,
ホッチキス、
hochikisu, hochikisu, stapler.
箱、
Hako, box. Hasami, hasami, scissors.
ハサミ、
Hasami, scissors. Ichi, nanko, ichiko, iko, iko or ichiko. One many, one things. Ichiko,
1個、
ikko, ikko, ikko. One small object, ikko. It looks like an object. It looks like furui inside a box, inside a house, with a person to its side. So ikko, nikko, sanko, yonko, gokko, and so on and so on. Rokugo. Mainichi, computer, computer を、使います。computer を使います。So this one is use. This kanji is for use. 使います。毎日コンピューターを使います。
毎日コンピューターを使います。
毎日コンピューターを使います。使います。to use. 使います。使う。use. これは姉のパソコンです。パソコンです。これは姉はパソコンです。So this is my older brother's personal computer.
これは兄のパソコンです。
兄の、not 姉は。姉 means older sister. 兄のパソコンです。older brother. 2個、2個。
2個、
2個、2個、2個。two small objects. 3個、three small objects. 2個、3個、three. 4個、four、5個。five, so on.
3個、
3個、3個。4個、
4個、
4個。5個。インターネットで電話番号、インターネットで電話番号調べます。調べます means to check. 電話番号 telephone number. So インターネットで電話番号を調べます。
インターネットで電話番号を調べます。
インターネットで電話番号を調べます。I will check the phone number on the internet. それは That's a meeting. Meeting materials. Materials. These are the materials for the meeting. But I forgot the pronunciation. それは something.
これは
それは
会議の資料です。
それは会議の資料です。それは会議の資料です。These are the materials for the meeting. それは会議の資料です。それは会議の資料です。ハサミで紙を、ハサミで紙。This is paper, I'll never forget it. ハサミで、ハサミで紙を、cutting, cut, 刈ります。I forgot.
ハサミで紙を切ります。
紙を切ります。ハサミで紙を切ります。ハサミで紙を切ります。Okay, I will cut the paper with a pair of scissors. そのハサミを使ってください。使ってください。そのハサミを使ってください。Use these scissors, please.
このハサミを使ってください。
そのハサミを使ってください。使ってください。Please use these pair of scissors.
このハサミを使ってください。
この not その I said その before. このハサミを使ってください。このハサミを使ってください。何個ありますか？消しゴムが何個ありますか？ How many erasers are there? 10個です。10個です。10個です。erasers 消しゴムが何個ありますか？消しゴムが何個ありますか？消しゴムが何個ありますか？消しゴムが何個ありますか？ 10 個です。
消しゴムが何個ありますか？
10個です。
消しゴムが何個ありますか？ 10 個です。Okay, easy. 1個、
1個、
1個、2個、
2個、
2個、1個、2個、2個、3個、
3個、
3個、4個。
よ
Easy. Very easy. Now, it's a short one. We just watch a video and we finish. Where's the video? I think we just watched this video and maybe this one also. Yeah, I think this one for past tense.
Welcome to lesson 8, and since I'm wearing my green shirt today, my Midori no shatsu, I felt like my hat would
Okay,
go
one
well
hour
with
is
it too.
okay.
Apparently this is a Minecraft hat. I didn't know it when I bought it. Bought it in Korea because the sun was really bright. So today we're going to be wearing a hat. So today we're moving right along. I'm very, very excited. Oh, and on top of my green... Today is Green Day. On top of all of the excitement with my hat, we are moving really fast through the lessons. We're going to be talking about kind of a big topic today. It is months, days, of the month. I thought it was something else. It's months and days of the month, which aren't that difficult, but they require you to know some counting and to learn some new counting that we don't know yet. You will need to know ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Aka, sa, ta, na, ha, ma. All we have left is ya and la, and then one lesson on compounds, and you'll know all of the hiragana. You know, I want you to think about this. We're only on lesson 8. You have made extensive progress with Japanese, and we still are just on lesson 8. I mean, it's so fun because we are now getting to the point where we know so much that I can't adequately review everything when I'm making examples. I'm just trying to, oh yeah, we should do that. Oh yeah, oh gosh, what about that? Can't do it all because we know so much, and we're starting to be able to build longer and more complicated concepts. Let's look at some new words that we need to know. You'll notice that there's a pattern that in every new lesson we are learning new question words, and then we're learning how to answer those question words. And that is a really important thing to do when you're learning your foundation of Japanese. First new word today is itsu. Itsu. Itsu
Okay.
just means
I
when.
know it.
And nangatsu. Nangatsu. Man, I can't wait until we know the N. The un. Some of you already know it. It's really easy. And maybe in a future version of the book, I'll just teach it as the first character because it comes up so much and it looks so awkward all by itself. But it is nangatsu means what month. And nannichi. Nannichi, not nanichi. That un is very important. So nannichi means what day of the month. We're going to learn nannichi, not nanichi. That un is very important. So nannichi means what day of the month. We're going to learn some sets of words here. It's very important. The set is today, tomorrow, and yesterday. They're very important. Kyo.
Kyo, ashita,
Kyo.
kino.
Ashita. Ashita. Not ashita. They're very important. Kyo.
Kyo,
Ashita.
ashita,
Ashita. Not
ashita.
ashita. Never ashita or ashita. It's ashita.
Ashita.
And tomorrow
Kino.
is kino. Remember, it is lengthened because we have that u at the end that effectively basically doubles the sound of the o before it, right? So it's ki-no-u. Kino is not right, though. It doesn't sound right. It's kino. It's really just a lengthener. Okay, so by the way, you really should have already done the lesson before we get to this video. Even though I know it's probably a link at the top of the video. Or maybe watch it once, go through the lesson, and then watch it again. So now that we have these day words, let's get to the main part of this lesson, and that is days of the month. These are a little bit tricky because it's based on a counting system that we don't know. We know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But this is based off of another system that we have yet to learn. This is your first introduction to the other way of counting in Japanese, but it's unique to days of the month, unfortunately, this particular one. So first day of the month is 1日. 2日 means the second day of the month. 3日. Now it's important that little tsu is treated properly. You have to say mika, not mika. And it's also important to know that this is a big tsu. So it's not fuka, it's futsuka. The fourth is yokka. Now this one is really important to make sure that you know that little tsu is there, because when we get to the 8th, you're going to see they look similar. Okay. Yokka is the fourth. It is never a she word or anything like that. These are set words that are never different, okay? 1日、2日、3日、4日、5日。Now, 5日 means the 5th. But if you look it up in the dictionary, just in hiragana, you look up 5日, it also means someday. So there's a kind of a funny thing that'll happen. You say, hey, what day of the month are we going to do this thing? Or when are we going to do this thing? And someone might say, itsuka. And that could mean the 5th or
Someday.
sometime. One of these days. Okay? Muika.
6日。
Muika.
6日。
The 6th. Muika.
6日。
Nanoka. Nanoka.
7日。
Yoka.
8日。
Now this is why these are yellowed, because yokka is the 4th, yoka is the 8th.
8日。
Yokka,
8
yoka,
日。4日。8日。
kokonoka,
9日。
kokonoka. Oh God, I lengthened it. Don't do that. Kokonoka, kokonoka.
9日。
And the 10th, toka. Now this is
Toka.
kind of interesting. We haven't really seen something like an O directly after the to like that, but it almost does the exact same thing as if this was an U. It just lengthens it.
10日。 10日。
Toka. Okay.
1日。1日。2日。3日。4日。5日。6日。7日。7日。8日。9日。10日。
Now, lucky for us, it's only the first 10 for the most part that are awkward. After the first 10, it's just number plus nichi. For example, and I don't even have them all listed. The 11th is 11 nichi. The 12th is 12 nichi.
12
The 19th is 19 nichi.
19
Okay. So they're not special in any way. They just say the number plus nichi after. There are, however, 3 special ones. There's the 14th which is 14.
14
The 20th, with if you remember, when you say 20 years old, what is that? What is that? Who remembers what 20 years old is? Is it
yeah, it's like a company. He dash
20 歳? Of course not, or I wouldn't be mentioning it. It's 20.
20
Well, this is
20
Hatsuka. Okay, 20
20
is special. It's the 20th. Don't ask me why. I actually don't know why that one is special.
20
And the 24th. So the 14th and the 24th are both special, but they follow the same pattern. 24 and 14.
14日
But the
24
8th, remember that the 8th was yoka. The 28th and the 18th, they're just 18 nichi for the 18th and 28 nichi for the 28th.
28
Now, if you go back to this list and you remember that we can use nichi after a number and you say ichinichi, it doesn't mean the first. That means one day. And ninichi means 2 days. So you have to be careful and say 2日 and 1日. So 1日、2日、3日、4日、5日、6日、7日、8日、9日 and 10日.
1日2日1日2日3日4日5日6日7日8日9日10日
And if you make a mistake and you say
11日12 12日13日14日20日24日
20日, it's wrong. It will mean 20 days. But they probably will understand you if you had a month before that, if you're saying like a full date. So let's go ahead and let's put some sentences to it. Before I click to the next screen, how would you say, what day of the month is today? Using the grammar that we already know and the new word, nannichi. Nannichi.
今日は何日ですか
What day of the month is it? And I'll take a little bit of a break.
今日は何日ですか？今日は
Kind of a funny
何日です
story.
か？
This is called shipchircha. Shipchircha, that's Korean, by the way, for 17 tea. But in Japan, they have a tea called jurokcha. And basically, Korean just one-upped them and added a different type of tea to make 17 types of tea instead of a 16 tea. Kind of funny. Funny story. All right. So, how do you say, speaking of today, what day of the month is it? That's not how you would say it in English, brother. You would just say, what day of the month is today? 今日は何日ですか?
何日ですか？
今日は何日ですか?
Bro, I
Now, if
know
you just said
Japanese.
to somebody,
Just
何日ですか? And there was no topic
何日ですか？
at all, they would know you mean, hey, what day of the week is it? Today. Not what day of the week, sorry, what day of the month is it? What's the date? They would know 何日ですか means today, right? All right, or let's say we were talking about someone's birthday party. Yeah, I'm gonna have a birthday party for Sheila. Sheila's turning 34 finally, and then someone just randomly says, 何日ですか? Now it means, what day of the week is it, or what day of the month is it for Sheila's birthday? Because we've already set a context. It's the exact same thing in English, but sometimes you forget these things in Japanese because it's this whole new language. So, for example, we were saying, oh yeah, it's Sheila's birthday. We're going to be doing something special next week. And then someone says, what day of the week is it? Or what day of the month is it? Sorry, what day of the month is it? What's the date? You would know that it meant for that thing. So you could just say, nannichi desu ka? All right. What if I said, okay, I'm sorry, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. I don't know why it's here. Let's ignore that it exists because 今日は itsu desu ka? That means when is today? That makes no. I'm sorry, that makes no sense. Let's just imagine that the 今日は wasn't there. It's not there, and we were talking about Sheila's birthday party. I don't know anyone named Sheila, but if you're in the audience watching, you're excited. I know your name now. So Sheila's birthday, blah blah blah, coming up, blah blah blah, and someone says, "What? Wait, itsu desu ka? When is it? Itsu desu ka?" Okay. So, 何日ですか? Itsu desu ka? Remember, the topic is already there. Here we go. This is better. Let's talk about a party. A party can be when, right? So, パーティーは何日ですか? パーティーは何日ですか? What day of the month is the party? What if it was the 21st day of the month? I don't have the answer. The answer isn't on the screen. But you can figure it out, right? 21日です. 21日です. What if it was one day prior to that, the 20th? You guys are smart.
Test this. Okay, it's working.
When is today? That makes no. I'm sorry, that makes no sense.
Hello? Okay, it's working.
Let's just imagine that the 今日は wasn't there. It's not there. And we were talking about Sheila's birthday party. I don't know anyone named Sheila, but if you're in the audience watching, you're excited. I know your name now. So Sheila's birthday, blah, 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 coming up, blah, blah, blah. And someone says, what? Wait, itsu desu ka? When is it? Itsu desu ka? Okay. So, 何日ですか? Itsu desu ka? Remember, the topic is already there. Here we go. This is better. Let's talk about a party. A party can be when, right? So, パーティーは何日ですか？パーティーは何日ですか？ What day of the month is the party? What if it
One, two, three, four. Okay, my tricep, I don't know what happened. It's just hello? Yeah, as I was saying, my tricep is something happened. The muscle. One, two, three. The muscles in my tricep, I don't know, some got pulled. I don't know what happened. And my hand was stuck. I did triceps and chest today. And I don't know, they got pulled. Like it was very pulled, yes? Travel. It got pulled. My tricep was pulled. Where is the video?
It was the 21st day of the month. I don't have the answer. The answer isn't on the screen.
パーティーは何日ですか21日です。
But you can figure it out, right? 21日です。
21
日です。What if it was one day prior to that, the 20th? You guys are smart. 20日. It can never be 20日です. But I could also say, パーティーはいつですか? When is the party? I could literally say either one of these questions and still get 21日です. Because with いつ, any time can come up. It could be the actual time of the day, which we don't know yet. We're going to learn that coming up. Comments are now all approved on YouTube because people like to give the answers ahead of time. When I purposely don't teach you how to say, for example, 3 o'clock, it's because I need you to absorb the current material. One of the things I would tell you to try to not do is don't move too fast. Get this material down. I'm going to kind of be a hypocrite here for a second. When you get really lost in something, sometimes you need to move forward. But sometimes you need to make sure you're not going so fast that you're learning similar concepts all at the same time. I'll give you a quick small story. We already know these phrases. We know kore, sore, are, dore, and we know koko, soko, asoko, doko. And they're both koso ado words. So in a very early version of the lessons, which I taught in live class, I used to teach in a live class, and I would make these lessons, and then I would revise them based on the students' understanding of that lesson. So often, I would have at the bottom of the lesson, it would say the date. And I would have to double check, hey, what date do you have? What version do you have? Because I was constantly rewriting the lessons. I didn't write these lessons because of some sixth sense that I have about Japanese. These lessons got rewritten over and over and over again, okay? But when I first did the lesson about koso ado words, which we did, I taught kore, sore, are, and koko, soko, asoko together. And no one could do it. It was horrible. It was so frustrating. We're talking maybe 15 years ago now, or more, maybe 17 years ago. I remember I had this big binder of lessons, and the students didn't understand that lesson that day. They could not get the concepts together between kore and koko because they were so similar. They were so similar that they were confused. So when everyone left the room, I remember I was so frustrated. I picked up that large binder. My wife was like sitting next to me. I picked up this large binder about that thick, and I threw it. I was like, なんで分かってねえんだよ。こんなに簡単なことなんでみんなが分からないんだよ。That's what I said. I said, how come these guys don't understand such a simple thing? It's not simple. It is not. It is simple when you know it, but when you first learn it, oh my God, it's hard to put these concepts all together and keep it all together until it's like in your very, very long-term memory. But it takes time to get there. And what's happening is on YouTube, people are going, excuse me, I got so excited I forgot to breathe. These people on YouTube are saying, spoiler alert, when you do this, it's this, and then you do that. And what they're doing is they're hurting the beginner. They're probably hurting you because two things can happen. One, you go, oh my God, I don't know enough, and your heart hurts. Or one, you try to learn what they taught you, but they gave you maybe not complete information. They just spouted off what they knew. And then all of a sudden, now you're hurt. You don't know what to do, and you're exhausted. And I'm exhausted looking at those things. So what I'm doing from this point forward, FYI, I am going to approve any comments that come in so I can stop what I'm going to call the spoiler guys, or also there are trolls, which I've had to stop. So I apologize for that, but only on this series because we're going in a certain order and we're curating a certain style, we're going to do that. All right. You can fast forward through that the second time you watch this video. Now, we could say with itsu desu ka, when is it, right? Again, that could be a day. That could be a day of the week, which we're going to learn in the next lesson. That could be the date of the month. That could be a time That could be a floating time like next week or next Thursday or next year in June. It could be anything because we're saying itsu, but the sentence structure doesn't change. That's what's beautiful about Japanese. Okay, so party wa itsu desu ka? What if it is the 15th? It is 15日. 15日. All right. That wasn't on the screen, but there it is. I apologize. I thought it was. It's party wa maru maru, right? Party wa anytime desu. Except when we ask party wa nannichi desu ka, we must come back with a date of the month, not a time or a weekday. Okay, that's when we're asking a specific question. Party wa nannichi desu ka? 15日です。Party wa itsu desu ka? 15日です。Here's a common question. 誕生日はいつですか? 誕生日 means birthday. When is your birthday? 誕生日はいつですか? Now, we have not learned months yet. We haven't learned it yet. So, you could just say something like 明日です. It's tomorrow.
I know months. 1月の1月、2月、2月、3月、4月、5月、6月、5月、6月、7月、8月、9月、10月、11月、12月。
Or
12 months. 彼女。
今日です。It's today. Okay, we're going to learn months in the very next frame. And then we'll do a full birthday.
いつですか?
So, what if someone just asked you, 誕生日は何月ですか? Now they're asking for a specific month.
誕生
And we'll
日
get to
は
that in a second.
いつが?
Party wa something something desu. Now let's get to those months. Months are
1月
luckily easy.
1月
It's just number plus gatsu. 1月、2月、3月、
3月
4月. Never 4月 ever.
no 4月
I was talking with my
4月
wife, who's Japanese,
4月
and I was thinking about the two versions of 4. And I thought,
4月
I wonder if I should just come up with a list of all the times where they're separated, right? Yon or she. And I really could only come up with 2 times that she is used. And this is one of them. Shigatsu is very... I just came up with another one in my brain. Just came up with another one. Shigatsu means April. But you can use it also to say, for example, it's 4 or 5 minutes. We don't know minutes yet, but I'll just give it to you. Shi gohun. They just say 4, 5 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes. Don't remember that. Just showing you an example. And I just thought of one more. When you say square, the word is shikaku. That it means 4 corners. Shikaku. Kind of a random one I just came up with right now. But typically you're going to use yon. Just never here. It's going to be shigatsu. 5月, 6月, 7月, never 7月, always 7月,
7月
8月, 9月, never 9月, and 10月. And you can guess what November and December are. 11月 is November and 12月 is December. And this...
Okay, so 4月、7月、9月、not 9月.
This is really easy if you always knew what number the month was. If you don't know what number the month is normally, this is going to help you out tremendously. How would you answer this question? クリスマスは何月ですか?
何月ですか?
クリスマスは何月ですか? If you don't celebrate Christmas, I apologize.
クリスマス。it's Christmas. クリスマスは何月ですか? 12月。
It is, in fact, in December.
12月です。
December. So the answer to what month is Christmas is 12月です. I don't know why I have it twice. It says 12月です. Could I just quickly fix that? That is awkward. Don't want someone to think they say it twice. Okay. So I went ahead and put this up just to show you that typically Japanese people, they're not going to write it in hiragana. They're not going to write juni and then gatsu. And also, even when you learn kanji, they're not going to write kanji number, gatsu. Most of the time, they're going to write the numbers that we're familiar with. Japanese use I forgot these are called Arabic numbers. They're actually called Arabic numbers. They're not American numbers or English numbers because I believe math was invented initially by Arabian people of that era, of that area. I actually don't remember. You can post it in the comments and I will approve it. I'll take time to approve it because actually, if we talk, I'm not going to make fun of the people on YouTube. You guys are awesome. I love you all. I really do. All right, so 12月.
12月です。
子供の日はいつですか? So that's one of the words in this lesson. 子供の日 means Children's Day. When is Children's Day? Now, right now, we could say the complete day, but let's just start with the month. 5月です. It's in May. Because maybe you didn't remember the whole day. But the whole day is 5月5日です. It is May 5th. Matter of fact, there's a whole bunch of really cool holidays all in a row in Japan, and they call that Golden Week, and it starts in the beginning of May. It's the huge holiday season in Japan. You might not want to book a trip to Japan on Golden Week because a lot of places will be sporadically closed, but your friends will have time to hang out with you maybe. All right, let's just go through some quick dates, and then we will be over with this. If you want to say a complete date, you say month and then day of the month, just like English. So, for example, New Year's Day, January 1st.
1月5日What's the first? 1日 So 1月1日
1月1日 not 1月1日
1月 Yeah, 1月
But if you were going to accidentally say 1日 saying 1月 in front of it would make them understand better because it's wrong. It's like saying January 1 day. January 1 day. When is it? Oh, it's January 1 day. Like if a Japanese person did that to you, you would understand that you meant the first. January 28th is the Chinese New Year this year. I think it changes every year. And this year, or next year, sorry, for 2017, it will be January 28th. What is that in Japanese?
1月28日。
1月28日。1月28日。
2月10 No, 14 was different. 14日
I feel like the hat's making me hot or something here. February 14th. We all know this. This is Valentine's Day. If you said 2月14日, so close.
No, not John.
But wrong. 2月14日. 4日. All right. July 20th. This
7月20日。
This is the day in 1969, I think it was 69, that we landed on the moon. That the human race first set foot on the moon was July 20th, before I was born. And that is it 4月? No, that's April. Is it 7月?
No.
It is 7月20日. Not 20日. Must be 20日. Thank you for watching, and I apologize for my rant about YouTube. You know I do love you guys. I'll see you all in the next lesson, which we are going to talk about a little bit of a continuation on the date thing. Actually, we're going to talk about past tense now that I remembered it. We're going to be talking about past tense, which we have not yet done. That is a continuation of lesson 8. See you then, Johnny. Welcome to chapter.
Okay, we're going to watch it tomorrow. Now what we want to do is finish, wrap it up. Okay, 1 hour is okay, I think. But one thing I need is to buy new headphones. And I don't know which ones. Headphones public. I don't know what headphones to buy. Where am I? I need gaming headphones. Like these ones. Maybe I'll have to go there and check. I don't know, around 50 euro. Maybe these, like these ones. I think this one, like. I think similar to these ones are okay. These ones or this is similar, yes? Black razor is the same, just different color. I don't know. Anyways, I really need to sleep. Think we finish here. But I need to buy a microphone also. I think microphone is better. These ones are nice. No, Logitech gaming. But it doesn't have. Wait, it has. Doesn't have a wire. It works with wire and with Bluetooth. Okay. Let's check it here. Let's check on YouTube.
Welcome back to TechSpace. There's no treble. It's generally enough for media and gaming. Note these don't have noise cancellation. Dual beamforming mics sound okay. USB and Bluetooth range is 10 meters to PC, Mac, phones, tablets, PS5, PS4, and Switch after
Doesn't
an
have a
update,
microphone
but no
though.
Xbox. We encountered a small connectivity issue that we'll talk about in our summary. With responsive feeling buttons, the headset
It doesn't have microphone. What the fuck?
is very light at 165 grams or 5.8 ounces, and the soft cloth ear cups and minimally padded cloth headband is wearable for long periods without issue. The plastic construction is sturdy enough, but the plastic tracks and the swivel connection to the ear cup is worrying.
I don't like it. I need good headphones with good microphone. if it doesn't have microphone, why would I buy it? I think I just need to wear a normal earphones with and just buy a microphone. That's the best solution, I think. Because I don't like wearing headphones, not gonna lie. Let's just invest in a good microphone. But that's very expensive. Is this a good microphone?
Today we're looking at a brand new microphone from one of the biggest names in gaming and streaming. It's the Razer Siren V3 Chroma. It's not the only Razer microphone being released today, actually. The Razer Siren front, you have a single knob that can actually control. You can see how it looks extra cool coming through the grill like this. When you stare right back, you've got the USB-C port and a 3.5mm headphone jack for zero latency monitoring. But this is really one of those show don't tell mics, so we really need to get it set up so you guys can have a look and a listen. Let's do it. And through the magic of claps, the Razer Siren V3 Chroma is here with us now. So you can see what I mean by show don't tell. This is an absolutely beautiful microphone. You can see how it looks extra cool coming through the grill like this. When you stare right into it, though, it becomes a little bit trippy, a little bit mesmerizing. All right, anyways, so the microphone works perfectly well as a plug-and-play device. You can just put it right into the computer and be running it on OBS, Discord, whatever you want in no time. But once you connect this thing to Razer software, the controls are virtually limitless. And that brings us to Razer Synapse software, which covers all things Razer. So if I click on the Razer Siren V3 Chroma, it actually brings us into this menu here. And this isn't all the controls you have, but this is the first set of controls that you have. So first thing we got here is what the front dial is doing. So just via a drop-down, you can choose whether or not you're doing headphone volume or microphone volume. That is not the only way you can do that, though. We're going to talk more about that in a second. And then you've got your mute button, and this is where all this extra functionality comes in. So it's defaulted that if you hit the button one time, and it's also defaulted that if you hold the button down for 3 seconds, you're going to switch between your headphone volume and your microphone gain on the knob. So now we're controlling the headphone volume, and then as I turn that, I'm going to talk more about that in a second. And then you've got your doing, so just via a drop down, this is the first set of controls that you have. So first thing we got here is what the front dial is doing. So just via a drop down, you can choose whether or not you're doing headphone volume or microphone volume. That is not the only way you can do that, though. We're going to talk more about that in a second. And then you've got your mute button, and this is where all this extra functionality comes in. So it's defaulted that if you hit the button one time, and it's also defaulted that if you hold the button down for 3 seconds, you're going to switch between your headphone volume and your microphone gain on the knob. So now we're controlling the headphone volume, and then as I turn that up and down, you can see it changing underneath my levels there. Then you have these two other ones here. So you've got your cycle chroma effect under your double tap, but you can change that to any of these. So you can cycle chroma effect, toggle chroma effect on and off, toggle advanced gain on and off. Again, another thing we'll get into in a minute. Or you could set up any of these presets. So right now it's defaulted to cycle chroma effect for the double tap and to turn it on and off for the triple tap. So if I triple